Good evening, everybody. Today is Wednesday, August 14, and we welcome you to the business opportunity. We have an incredible opportunity to share with you tonight. And thank you to our guests. I know we have Patty from Alabama, and we also have another guest. Adina has been hot off the press. She's like telling people about this opportunity. So thank you, Adina, for giving that gift to your friends that they too can share this beautiful community, this amazing company, and this wonderful product we're going to talk about tonight. So I would like to say hello to some of our live guests. And I also want to introduce Karen and let Karen say hello to you. So let's start with Karen saying and greeting everybody, and then we'll say hello to some of our live guests. Karen.
Hello, everybody. So nice to meet you. I'm Karen, and I currently live near Atlanta. I live in Dallas, Georgia. So nice to meet everybody. And Adina, looking forward to meeting you.
Very nice. So I want to greet Happy Faye. We are happy to have you always, Faye. Adina, like I said, welcome. You have been so excited to rejoin the For Life family that, wow, no one can keep you quiet. So you are on a great way to do the business the way that it is, which is share, share, share. Avis from Malaysia, Maddie from Canada, my friend. I'm going to be seeing you and Karen in just a couple of weeks in our big Canadian event. And Rita, I love that background, Rita. Patty Fraser, our guest for tonight. And we probably will have a few more guests. But for now, my name is Claudia Bohorquez, and I live in Fort Erie, Ontario. It is a border city to Buffalo. So I also live 20 minutes away from Niagara Falls. And Niagara Falls is one of those places that I believe everybody has in their bucket list. I hope that Karen gets to finally enjoy them with her family. And you're gonna love them. You have to see them in the day, you have to see them at night. They're beautiful. So if you ever come to Niagara Falls, I am only 20 minutes away. So make sure you are calling me to tell you more about, this beautiful Niagara region. Now, I'm going to share my screen, and that will allow me. What happened to my share button? Here we go. All right. So I have a 5-star opportunity to share with you. Somebody shared this with me, and today we're going to share it with you. My sister, God love her, she's so patient. She waited for many years so that I could finally say yes to this 5-star opportunity. She invited me for the first time in 2007. She came to Canada and she said, I have something to tell you about. I was working full time. It was a career job, I could say, because I was already there for 15 years. And I was just waiting for time to pass by and get my pension or something. I don't know what I was waiting for. So it was a great job, but it was a job. And you know what? Jobs simply are the same for me now, always. They just simply, and I honor, every company I've worked for, but they're going to try and pay you what they think is fair to help to make you do a lot of the work they need and squeeze out of you that 1 hour or that salary um, that that they're paying you. I understand them. Why not, right? That's if I'm the boss, I'm gonna do the same. Patty right now is at work. She knows that. That boss is gonna tell her, you know what? I'm paying you for that 1 hour. You're gonna do as much as you can on that 1 hour. So it's fine. That's what we do. That's what they taught us how to do, right? So here I did that for 15 years, and I would tell you a little bit before I continue with the job situation that when I was at that job or the previous one, things were the same. There were health threats. We said COVID now, but before we had H1N1, and before that we have all kinds of similar things. There's always a health threat happening. There's always a pandemic happening. And what about financial challenges or inflation? We had 2008, we had 2012, people lose their houses, people lose their jobs, people lose their they, break up families, divorce, same thing. It's always, there's always some kind of issue because money is never enough. We live in a society of consumption. We want more, right? And what happens is that as we, especially in the North America market, I am Colombian. So, Colombia has this similar thing too. I don't think it's only North America. I think it's Americas. And we just can't get enough. It just, we want more and we want better cars, more expensive. We want bigger houses. We want better and different furniture every time, clothing, purses. I don't know when it doesn't stop. And then we're in debt. And then, we are in financial problems. Then the global crisis and the worst happen. And then we can't pay bills. Again, we lose the house, credit cards, people go into bankruptcy. Same thing. I don't think this story has really changed. So where did that life of dreams go? Where did that life of abundance that, you were a child and your father and your mother said to you, when you study or when you get a job, you're going to get, happy and abundant life full of dreams. A lot of these dreams are now under the rug, right? Like people are just like, what do I do? What do I do with my life? Where did it go? I haven't done all the dreams that I want. Maybe you don't have the career that you wanted, or you don't have the house that you wanted, but we are meant to be happy. We are meant to be fulfilled. We are meant to fulfill that life and that bucket list of dreams that we have. It's almost like you can touch them, but you can never get there. So let's look at some of the options. You could try and get another job. And when I say another job, it could be a second job to get more money, right? For the trips and the house and the car. Maybe you can get a second job, but you wouldn't even be able to sleep, right? And with traffic today, even worse. What about changing jobs? Would that be an option? It could. Like, maybe people get another career or another degree and they can get a better job. I see a lot of people going into nursing now. We need a lot of nurses here in Canada. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, you're like 60 and you're starting to be a nurse. A lot of my friends are not even going into nursing. They're going into caregiving at a minimum wage just because they can't live with the money that they have. And they're starting school just now. They're 50 and 60. And you're starting school? Wow, this really is the land of opportunity. But I wouldn't study a second career. What about starting your own business? A lot of people say, I want to do my own business, but a business is risky. You have to, let's say you want to be a hairdresser. You have to get a place where you're going to, cut the hair for people. You're going to get the chairs. You're going to get the tools. Then you have to hire somebody maybe to help you because you can't be there the whole 8 or 16 hours, whatever time you're opening. A secretary to book your appointments. Electricity, so you have so many bills to pay. Then you have to pay the taxes for the business. My goodness, is that really an option anymore? How do you know that that business is going to thrive? I have an opportunity for you. We have an opportunity for you, and it's to partner with the company that we're going to talk to you about and build a network of people around the world. You see all those flags? I get very excited when I see this video because it shows me this life that I can have in different countries. One of the things I love is traveling, so that's why I get really excited. Let me share with you why this is so exciting and such a good option for anybody, no matter what you are doing right now or how old you are. First of all, globalization. My goodness, did you ever imagine that tonight you would be sitting with somebody and there would be people from Malaysia, from Singapore, from Canada, all in one room just because we are connected through Zoom? Did you imagine? Could you imagine that a few years ago? Even last night. Did you think tomorrow I'm going to be in a meeting where I can meet a new friend from Malaysia? Now, let's talk a little bit about rentability. There are so many things that you could do that offer you rentability. For example, you could plant a garden. And this is an example I always give. Like everything you do has to be like planting a garden. I planted a garden this year. I've been planting for 2 years. I never had my garden. Boy, oh boy, that thing, I don't know if it was because we had more rain or what, but I didn't even have to do too much. I can plant some seeds, and the garden actually gave me a lot of green beans. I was able to give a friend green beans. My cucumbers didn't bloom like they did. I didn't get a lot of cucumbers, but I got a few other veggies and a lot of lettuce because we eat a lot of lettuce. So you know what? But I didn't even have to do a lot, and I saved a lot of money. That's having rentability. So you can do the same example with maybe when you have an Airbnb, and a lot of people do that. You can rent a room in your house, and you know what? You can get 100, and sometimes depending on where you live, you could get up to 200 for that room, because you know what, if you live in a popular city, people are going to want to go there. You're not even doing anything, you already paid for your house, or you're already paying for your house or paying rent. And so nowadays, people are looking for things that give them good rentability. Having businesses, sorry, this business gives you a lot of rentability, and I'm going to show you how in a minute. And community, let me tell you, community is probably the best thing we have here. Like I said, when did I ever imagine I would have friends from Malaysia, and even Karen, who's traveling from Florida in 2 weeks, and I consider her a friend. She's a for life friend. We might not know a lot of our lives, but I'm excited to see her. But you know who's even more excited to see her? Mati, because they're closer friends, and she's coming to see her and help her and work with her. And isn't that a great thing? When did Mati imagine that she would have somebody from Florida come and visit her and say, I care for you. I'm going to work with you. And so we build a beautiful community of people that, excuse me, help and support each other. So let's talk about the benefits versus the risk of this business. The first thing I love it is that it's actually a business that won't take a lot of my money. $300 to start, $300 operational costs every month. How much better is that? Like no other business, like I gave you the example of a hair salon. Let's think of a restaurant. Can you imagine how much there's so many people that want to have a restaurant. And I say, do you know how much a restaurant costs? And what if you don't even have like enough clientele? The food cannot be frozen forever. And you can't really sell food that is frozen all the time because it just doesn't taste the same. And the competition is so fierce in restaurant business. Competition is fierce in every business, really. My father, he had a business that was a plywood company manufacturing, and he also had stores. He had a big store in Bogota. That store was what fed us, paid my school, paid my university, paid everything. But he had more stores in other cities, and he would open and close, open and close. But you would never know which city would actually be good for the store. And the other thing, oops, sorry, I was trying to silence here, people. And the other thing is, one moment, please. Just gonna put entry. Okay. And the other thing is that you never know, and I'll give you the example again with my father, that he built this business and it was a good business. It paid for a lot of our stuff. We had a good life. But then my brother, my sister, and I, we left the country. And my father asked us, and you don't want to take care of this business that I have built for you? And we said, no, we want to leave. We want to go to another country. And so my father was like really sad, and he actually had partnered with somebody by the end of, his work life career. And after that, he actually had to sell the business to his partner. Sorry, so I got excited. So sorry, I gotta clear my throat. So the other thing I love about this specific business that I tell you is that I can do everything from my phone. I can do everything because it's a cell phone application. I have a CRM. I can control my customers. I can manage my business. The other day, I was at the beach, and I was with leaders that are in my town. I have a beach here in this city. It's a beautiful beach, and the weather was great. And so I was training people, and I started a business presentation from the beach because it had really good Wi-Fi. And I said, wow, that's great. I don't get to miss anything. So low investment, under $300, like I said, that is really the best part of this business. And when you're investing, you're actually investing in yourself each month. So I'm not risking anything. You know, like the restaurant, I told you the food may go bad. I would have to eat, like, what if I open a taco restaurant? I would have to eat tacos every day. I would probably get really tired if I'm not selling them. I knew a person that said that. She goes, the business is no loss because I sell arepas, which is like a Spanish corn flour tart cake. And I was like, but you have to eat corn flour cake every day. And she's like, ah, yeah, I'll eat the arepa every day. That's okay. It's no loss. And I was like, I don't, that doesn't work like that. I would prefer to take something, which I'm going to talk to you about, and make my health better. And it's going to be a better investment for myself and my family. So the other thing we love here is that we work with very entrepreneur-minded people. Like you're another level. You're not hanging around people that are like, oh, life is so hard. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. Oh, I hate my life. No way. Here, everybody is positive. Everybody has a future. Everybody's building to win. Everybody has an entrepreneur mind. And so when you're surrounded by this kind of people, sometimes even people in your family would be like, nay, 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 negative Nellies, right? But here, this is where your community, your cheerleaders will come in and say, you know what, you can do this. You don't have to work in that job forever. You can do your own business. You can do it. Yes. And so this is the kind of people you want to hang around with. And you don't have to be trained and wait. No, you start earning while you learn. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in our earning opportunity. Like I said, we're not in the food industry or the hair salon industry. We're in the wellness industry. And wellness industry right now is moving over $4.2 trillion. Our company's name is For Life. And I love for you to read the part at the bottom. It actually says, we are the immune system company. The immune system company. I love to be branded as the immune system company because you know what? That's what keeps us alive, immunity. So let's talk a little bit about our company. We have been 25 years in history. We're a debt-free company. Our owners, Blanca and David Lisenby. Bianca passed away last year, unfortunately, but they're preparing this company for their children. That's why we call it a legacy company. This is not in the stock market. I was in the gym today and I was jogging and I took a picture. I have to find out a little bit more information, but I worked for Avon Canada, which is a beautiful company, gave me a lot. But today I saw that they actually something about bankruptcy. So I don't want to talk a little too much about that because I haven't read. But a lot of companies, even big companies like the one I worked for 15 years, are going bankrupt. But sometimes it has a lot to do with stockholder management. I like legacy companies. This is why I chose this one, because they want their future to be better for their kids, just like my father wanted a future for us. My father worked every day knowing that he was building something that he could pass on to us. We chose not to take it, but the children or the adult children of these owners, they're already involved in this company. So I like that a lot. We manufacture our own products. We do not depend on any other company. We even encapsulate and bottle our companies in our own plant. We have over 1,000 employees around the world. We are in over 70 countries, and we hold patents of our products, which means we secure the business. When you join, you have secure business. I actually need to I'm going to bring Karen with a testimonial because she's going to tell us a little bit about the product, and maybe we'll play the video, but I want to bring Karen so she can tell us about the product and Patty can hear about what Transfer Factor is.
Hello, everybody. Again, nice to see you. Well, when I first got introduced to this opportunity, I honestly didn't think that it was going to impact my family as much as it did. I was looking for a way to make money, but I didn't know that it was going to come through my daughter's help. I said, okay, this opportunity sounds amazing. Where do I sign? Another thing that I loved was that my daughters can inherit what I'm doing. So Claudia said, her dad worked on a business, but it was a business that he could pass along if they worked it. Over here in this company, all they have to do is continue investing in their health, and it's automatically going to get passed down to them. And Claudia's going to go a little bit more into detail with that. But how my daughter's life was impacted, or my first testimonial was my daughter's being on albuterol, Pulmicort, Singular, all of those asthma treatments. I was in and out of the hospital with my two oldest daughters, which were my young daughters back then. And after 3 weeks of them huffing and puffing and coughing it all out, their lungs to this day are completely clear. This is back in 2008. They have never had to go back to a doctor. If they catch a cold, they get rid of it quickly. It doesn't linger around. It doesn't affect their lungs or anything like that. So that's when I said, okay, this product does what it says it does. And what it is, it's a molecule that educates our immune system. It tells our immune system how to react to things that don't belong in our body, anything that is not normal in our body. That's what the video that Claudia is trying to pull up, that's what it's going to show you, how it interacts with our body, and it teaches our body how it's supposed to work. So one of the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about is, it's a very powerful testimonial. It's about one of our clients that he's taking this molecule, and he had already been sent home, with a cancer treatment. He didn't want to do chemotherapy. He's like, I don't want to torture myself. I don't want to torture my body. I don't want to kill my good cells with chemotherapy. Let me just, the day that I die, and that's it. So luckily, thank God, he was open to taking transfer factors. And thanks to these products, after 6 months of taking the transfer factor plus, he is cancer free. So I really thank God for him opening up to this blessing, and for this company for having these amazing products completely backed up. We cannot publicly say that the transfer factors cure cancer, but we do say it gives the immunity to the body. It gives your natural killer cells the intelligence for them to detect what is right and what is not in your body. So with that being said, Claudia, I'm going to hand it back to you.
Thank you, Karen. Oh, I love these testimonials, guys, don't you? So now I'm going to share a little bit about what transfer factor is. And let's see. Why did I raise my hand? That was not what I wanted. I wanted to share my screen. Okay. Share and sound. That's what I needed here. All right. Let's look at a little bit about what transfer factors are.
For Life Transfer Factor is clinically proven to activate the immune system within 2 hours. Transfer factors aren't vitamins, minerals, or herbs. They are molecules that transfer immune memory and knowledge from one cell to another. They teach your immune system to recognize, respond to, and remember potential threats. For Life Transfer Factors provide vital information and education to your immune system. Let's follow the path of transfer factors through the body as they raise your immune IQ. First, the capsule travels down your esophagus to the stomach. There, it dissolves, and the individual transfer factor molecules are released. The transfer factor molecules enter the intestines, where they encounter groups of immune cells called Peyer's patches. Peyer's patches are concentrated centers of immune cells, and this is where For Life Transfer Factor begins educating your immune system. They support many different kinds of immune cells, such as natural killer cells, T cells, B cells, macrophages, and more. When the transfer factors encounter an uneducated immune cell, they enter and educate that cell so it can better recognize, respond to, and remember health threats. From there, the newly educated cell creates more transfer factors to place on its surface. As educated immune cells come into contact with uneducated immune cells, they pass their immune system knowledge to those cells. the education spreads cell to cell until it reaches a lymph node, a concentrated source of immune system cells. Here, the educated cells work quickly to transfer their immune system knowledge, and soon all the cells in the lymph node have transfer factors to pass to the rest of the immune cells in your body. This transfer of immune knowledge spreads throughout the body until your entire immune system is fortified by transfer factors, making for a smarter and more vigilant immune system. Try 4Life Transfer Factor products today to raise your immune IQ.
I could never get tired of watching that video. Very good. And we have products that support skincare, anti-aging, digestive health, fitness, general wellness, immune wellness. We have it all. I think that once you see that catalog, for those new people watching out there, anybody that shared this catalog with you, you're going to say, wow, where do I start? So where do I start is, we have 4 ways that you can actually be part of this project. And the first one is becoming a customer. Becoming a customer is very simple. You simply try the products, you get wholesale prices, you get an extra 25% discount with any purchases over 100. That means you actually get discount on products that you're probably already ordering. Let me not even go out there with transfer factor until the friend that invited you explains it to you. Do you take vitamin C? We have vitamin C. Do you take antioxidant juice or like an antioxidant drink or maybe an energy drink? We have that too. Do you take protein powder? We have that. Do you put on skincare? We have skincare. So let's say we put those 4 or 5 products together and your order, it's over 100 points. You would be getting 25% discount on orders that are over the first 100 LP. So again, you might not be understanding this all right now, but what it means is you're getting more back for being your own customer. So this is great. And we also have something called a loyalty program. That's my favorite program because I love this company. Thank you, Adriana, for presenting it to me. My sister, I love you. And because I love it so much, I am loyal to it. I order for mom. I order for my husband. My husband can't, oh my gosh, if I don't order his renewal, he's like, where's my renewal? I order for my son who is 12. He takes his vitamins and I order for myself. So because I order every month, I get points that I can redeem back for more product, and I get points that I can get a free product with. So again, the person that invited you will explain this a little bit more in detail. Do you know somebody that likes to be an influencer and use their TikTok, their LinkedIn, their Facebook, their Instagram, any of those social media sites to get followers? Well, if you do, maybe if you are one of these, you are an influencer and we're looking for you. We're looking for brand ambassadors. Brand ambassador is somebody that loves a product, shares it on their social media sites, has over 5,000 followers, and you get a link. You get 25% for anything that you sell on that link. And it's a little bit different. You don't have to be involved in network marketing. You're just being an ambassador. You can have different brands in that page. What about if you just want to use it and share with others? Well, you'll get 25% for sharing. Remember, I told you, you have your own website, you have your own app, everything is already done for you. So when you do the sell share show, I call it sell share show, you actually are just, you love what you're sharing, you sell it, you share. It's just simple as that. Share, share, share. You're going to make money daily put into your bank account for those in the USA and where we have corporate offices. So we also get it daily in Canada if you're in Canada, right, Maddie? But we actually accumulate it in a virtual bank that we have in our app, and then we actually get paid American dollars. I love that part, Maddie. Maddie's in Canada, so I get paid in Canada. We get paid American dollars, so the exchange rate is very good. What about building your own business? This is the part that we want for you. We are all probably builders here, the ones that are live in the meeting. And why is this? Because like I said, you don't have to leave what you're doing right now. You can continue with your job for a little while, but you can build your own business on the side. And remember before when I told you you had all these overhead costs with other companies, that are, you know, the restaurant or the hair salon, not with For Life. You can build a business on your free time. We have a guest today and she's in her job and she's just listening to us. So you can actually be training as if you were listening to a radio, but you can also on your breaks or when you finish work, start working on contacting and connecting with other people and sharing. And what's going to give you? It's going to give you extra cash every month, and it's going to be residual. Residual means when I go to sleep, my business continues working. My business continues paying me because when I wake up in the morning, somebody somewhere else in the world has done the business and I have made money because at some point I invited them into this business. So I know this is sometimes a little bit hard to understand because we were created with the idea that we had to work and exchange our time for money. But this is not true anymore. You know how people are like writers and singers and every time that a song plays, they get paid 1 cent or $1, you know, royalties. So this is similar to that. You will be getting paid a percentage of somebody moving your business somewhere in the world because you invited them. So when you planted that garden, like I did, like I told you I did at the beginning of the summer, and then it gives you a lot of harvest. That will depend on how well you water that water. Same thing here. If you treat your people right and you treat your people well, they will multiply and they will keep giving you earnings more than you could ever imagine. You can work remotely. You can build that monthly recurring income that you needed to go back to those dreams that we talked about. How many people do you need? You know what? Let's just do an example. We have 2 examples we're going to do today. One is for a bonus, one is for commission. So builder bonus. Builder bonus, it's an opportunity for you to earn $50 every month or grow it to $200 a month or grow it even up to $800 a month. If you find 3 friends that want to do this with you and you're trying the products, you're loving them, they love it too, you get an extra $50 every month. Share with another 3 that find 3 is 9, that's $200, and then 27, 3, 9, 27. So 3 that talk to 3 that talk to 3, that's an $800 bonus. And tell me, go back to that dream that we asked you. What would you do with an extra $800 every month? I would go on vacation. No, I would finish paying out my house. Actually, I'm focused on getting a new house. So now let's talk about recurring income because that one was a bonus. Now let's talk about what if I could tell you that, and again, this is an example. We're going to put 6. It could be more, but let's just do 6. What if you had 6 people that talked to 6 people, that invited 6 people to the meeting, just like Adina did, and they're like, you know what, I'm kind of understanding this that you're saying. I don't understand too much, but I can see it. And this is what we need you to see. You see that world? You can talk to anybody, and this goes to many places. You don't even know where that seed is going to grow. But you talk to 6 friends, and those 6 friends talk to another 6. And those 6 talk to another 6, and those 6 to another 6. And that could potentially give you an income of $20,000 a month. And I know that's a big number for a lot of you when you're struggling to pay debts and you're like, Claudia, you're telling me $20,000 a month. I make $30,000 or $40,000 a year. And you're telling me I can make this a month? Yes, you can, and you deserve it. If it's too big of a number, let me cut it here. What if I could tell you that we can help you make $1,000 or $3,000 a month? Wouldn't that help? Wouldn't that help pay those bills? Wouldn't that help pay that loan, pay that car, send that kid to university, travel to places that you have never seen before? Because you need 200 people and you didn't find them all. You know how many you found? 6. But those 6 talk to 6, that talk to 6, that talk to 6. And that's the multiplication effect that we want to get through to you tonight. And all you need are 6. Out of the 6, you don't make too much. It's like building a building. You know, you go deep and you're like, oh my gosh, so much work, and I only make $20. This is what we call residual income. These people will bring people, and that's when it multiplies. So the person that invited you will explain a little bit more this concept. It is not easy sometimes to understand. I have been teaching and educating people for over 20 years, and trust me, it's not easy because we have been ingrained in our brain that we need to exchange time for money, but we don't. We make money work for us. We help people, and then the money multiplies. When you help another person pay their bills, your bills will be paid. And this is not a concept that we are used to. You need to help others so that your check grows. You need to build others so that you build it with them. And this is not the way that we were educated to do it. So thank you for being here tonight. Adina, I think our guest left for tonight, but I think she stayed a lot. I know she was at work. So it was wonderful having you all here. If Rita, it's good to see you. Rita is on fire. She wants to learn more about how to build this business.